don't give a fuck how many times we get it, we bump heads.
That's real.
You make me mad, I'm in love with you, don't down me.
Big Boogie just lit the internet on fire with a revelation nobody saw coming. In a moment that felt less like a slip-up and more like a confession, he hinted that Snooty might have been sacrificed. And the finger he pointed?
How I feel right now? 100%. I don't fuck with nobody. And I'm finna make everybody regret playing with me.
Not at rivals, not at outsiders, but straight at his own label boss, Yo Gotti. This wasn't the voice of a loyal artist keeping quiet to protect the brand. Boogie made it clear those days are over. His not biting his tongue, his not sugarcoating, and his definitely not standing in the shadows anymore. What he said sounded like the first crack in a wall that's been holding back secrets for years. For CMG and Gotti, Boogie isn't holding anything back. He made it crystal clear he's ready to spill it all with zero filter. According to him, the real reason C Money never got the shine he deserved wasn't coincidence. It tied back to who stood to gain the most from his death. That hit harder than music industry drama. It sounded like a revelation about life, power, and survival in Memphis. Boogie didn't just air out CMG's dirty laundry. He dropped a spark that could burn the whole house down. The streets are buzzing now with one clear message. CMG's empire is shaking, and Boogie's not planning to sink with the ship. Fans are stuck asking the heavy question. Was C Money's tragic end just another Memphis street hit, or was it the coldest betrayal pulled off inside CMG's own camp?
Dealing with them Texas boys, them folk got hit up. Them folk got hit up everywhere you go to, like the Fed watching it. You know what I'm talking about? He signed that boy over here, that boy ended up going to jail. So they watching that boy so close right now because they you know what I'm talking about, the cases.
And the fuse that set everything off? A video Big Boogie posted to his socials. It was short but explosive. He appeared on camera talking about making somebody regret playing with him. No smiles, no jokes, just raw fire in his tone. The clip barely lasted a few seconds, and he didn't even show his face, but that's exactly what made it hit even harder. Viewers could feel the anger bleeding through the screen, like Boogie was calling somebody out without needing to drop their name. This wasn't just random venting. It was a direct warning, and the streets picked up on it quick. At first, fans were scrambling to decode what he meant. But then he doubled down with another cryptic IG story that had everybody shook. He wrote, "I'm focusing on my daughter, myself, and my career. I ain't letting nobody get in my way. It's going to be 2026. I'm changing day by day as a man. People barely ask me about my mental. I barely even talk to anybody now. I don't care to. Everybody that ever played with me before made me this way. Today I'm focused because I see a bigger picture of my own life. Numb and grinding." He didn't need to type Yo Gotti or C Money. The shade was loud enough on its own. Fans instantly tied the dots, realizing this wasn't casual venting but a direct shot. Whispers had already been swirling that C Money's death wasn't just another street shootout. It felt too clean, too precise, too much like a setup. And when Boogie admitted he was numb and didn't care anymore, people took it as a final clue that blew the lid off everything. For context, Fast Cashy Money was gunned down in a Memphis Fraser neighborhood shootout. At first, it looked like the usual tragic script, another young life lost in the city's endless cycle of violence. But then raw footage surfaced online, and the narrative flipped instantly. What looked like chaos suddenly resembled a cold, calculated hit. That's when fans started digging deeper, and the deeper they went, the stranger it all got. Word spread that C Money himself sensed danger weeks before his death. He was in a rush to secure a deal with Yo Gotti's CMG, hoping to lock in stability for his family.
Focus, you know what I'm talking about? I talked to Govan. I did an interview with Hernandez Govan, the dude who set the whole, supposedly, you know what I'm saying, dog murder up.
And in another twist, sources revealed C Money had just taken out a life insurance policy to make sure his girlfriend and kid were financially protected. In Memphis, with all the smoke surrounding CMG, that move wasn't shocking. But what stunned people most was what happened right after he died. His girlfriend K.A. had to open a GoFundMe just to cover the funeral and take care of the kids. She dropped the link under a heartbreaking Facebook tribute, writing, "Courtney taught me so much. So happy we got to love on each other. You took my heart with you for real. All I can do is play your music to hear your voice." Fans were stunned because Seone was never the type to leave his family struggling. Whispers say he had already put plans in place to secure them. But then a leaked CMG contract hit Reddit, showing he was owed a payout after death. That money vanished without a trace. People expected Yo Gotti to step up and take care of Coney's family. After all, repping CMG put a target on his back in the first place. But Gotti didn't say a word. No tribute, no post, no visit, no financial help, nothing. That silence stung worse than any diss track, fueling suspicion that Gotti may have sacrificed his money for profit and left his loved ones hanging. The craziest part? Coney signed with CMG just one day before his murder. He was literally celebrating with friends when a car rolled up and sprayed bullets. Houses got hit, but somehow only Coney died. Was it random chaos, or a hit disguised as one? C-Money had been buzzing before ever signing that CMG paper. That deal was supposed to be his big break, but tension started right away. He wanted sit-downs, roll-out plans, and a real business push, but Gotti brushed it off like it was nothing. And if you know Memphis street politics, you know CMG and Young Dolph's PRE crew were at war. After Dolph's murder, all eyes were already locked on Gotti and his brother Big Juke. Whispers tied Juke to the call, and when Hernandez Govan, Juke's associate, got arrested, the street started buzzing harder. Then Juke himself was gunned down, sparking talk of karma, payback, or both. Through all this, Gotti kept running CMG like a mob boss, demanding loyalty, setting the rules, punishing anyone who broke the code. For years, artists like Glorilla, 42 Doug, Moneybagg Yo, and Black Youngster played along. But after Dolph's death, that mob boss image stopped looking powerful and started looking toxic. Slowly, CMG's roster began slipping away until only Glow was left holding up the brand. Gotti knew the empire he built was crumbling, so he switched strategies. He went ghost, reshaped contracts, and trimmed anyone who didn't fit his new blueprint. Take Black Youngster, once Gotti's most loyal soldier, his right-hand man in the streets. But when the vision shifted, Youngster became a liability instead of an asset. That's when Gotti went scouting for fresh blood to save CMG. Enter Seone. But here's the truth. Gotti never saw him as a next breakout star. He saw him as a chess piece, a way out of his sinking empire. By the time Coney realized it, the clock had already run out. Coney's death shattered Big Boogie. In his first post, he let the pain pour out. Coney Smith, Jesus' brother. I'm hurt to my heart. My favorite rapper from day one. I'm hurt about you, boy. He canceled his Memphis birthday bash, writing, I'm straight on Memphis. Birthday bash canceled. You guys lame forever. He tagged C-Money and dropped crying emojis, a raw display of grief. To outsiders, it looked like the pain of a friend. But insiders read it differently. Boogie was stepping back before the violence reached him too. Fans even praised him, saying it might have saved lives. Still, Boogie couldn't stay quiet forever. He started posting cryptic warnings like, everybody going to regret what they did, and said, watch this. Going silent is my final warning. At first, people thought he was just venting. But after Coney's murder and Gotti's cold silence, those words stopped sounding like rants and started sounding like threats. Then came Stan G's explosive sit-down on No Jumper. He didn't hold back, telling Black Youngster and the entire CMG camp to stay sharp because, in his words, Yo has no problem cutting people off, not just from the label, but from life itself. That wasn't just industry gossip. It was a dagger straight to the heart of a crew already reeling from C-Money's death. And just like that, the conversation shifted. The spotlight wasn't on Gotti anymore. It was burning down on Big Boogie. Boogie was the only one bold enough to keep dropping cryptic hints while everyone else stayed silent. His posts weren't just noise. They sounded like smoke signals from inside the fire. But here's the chilling truth. If Yo Gotti really had a hand in Coney's death, what makes Boogie safe? Silence doesn't equal protection. It feels more like a timer ticking down. And that's the darkest fear haunting fans. If Gotti could move like that once, what's stopping him from doing it again? Every caption, every short clip, every warning from Boogie has people torn between two possibilities. Is he warning the world, or is he warning himself? One thing's for sure, the streets are wide awake and watching. This story, it's nowhere